Well, historically, Jeremiah, we haven't won here since 2011. I told the guys before the game that the odds are stacking up in our favor. At some point, we're going to have to try and figure out a way how to get a result here. I might agree with you. In the first half, we let them out. They had a throw in deep in their half, and Luna, look, he's a good player. They got out in transition. Cody's normally a good 1v1 defender, needs to keep him going out to the touch line. It was one mistake, Jeremiah. One mistake. And look, could we have played a little bit better? Sure. But, the group that we had out there was doing what they needed to do. Leo Chu, before he got injured, showed some glimpses in attack. Georgie, obviously, super talented kid. Danny Masowski put some effort in. In the first half, we just made one mistake and they made us play. So fast forward the second half. I thought the second half started okay. The referee, stops the game because he thought the guy was head injured. It didn't hit him in the head, it hit him just, or maybe, I don't know, maybe you guys saw a better replay, but that was odd. And then we fall asleep. He drops the ball and Barrett dribbles around four of our guys, and it's those two plays. It's those two plays that killed us. They were mistakes. We got to own it. I switched to a 4-4-2 to see if we couldn't generate an attack, with a little bit more of attack. I have to own that. I'll see if that worked or not worked. Put Jordan and Masowski up front. I thought we could take advantage of some of their defenders' heavy legs, but it just didn't work. So gave up two mistakes, and that was it. So look, we actually put a pretty heavily attacking squad out there. Chu and Georgie, two true wingers, and Masowski and Albert. Those are good attacking players. Now, do they do enough defending? Because you have to defend. You have to go on both sides of the ball. That's where some of the young players and the players that come to this club have to understand. MLS is hard. It's a hard league, and to win away from home, you have to defend. I saw Chicho Arango, the guy has 11 goals this year in the first half, chasing Georgie all the way down on the touchline. I saw their number 11 in the second half, sprinting after a guy, after he had scored. So, that has to happen if you want to win games in MLS. Last year we played them in the Leagues Cup, and it was not a good performance. But we also had a time here where it was 0-0 last year, where we actually played fairly well. Maybe could have snatched a result. We went through some of those moments earlier in our prep for this game. What did we do well in that game? So it is a tough place to play. Maybe it should be a bigger rivalry. Maybe that should be something that we address. But you got to credit Pablo because he's got a good team. They're playing with a ton of confidence, and we'll see him again here very shortly at Lumen. So we'll measure ourselves again. Because Pablo didn't rotate his squad as much as we did, because he had Saturday to Wednesday is better than Sunday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Saturday. I don't know what he's going to do Wednesday, Saturday, but those 2-day turnarounds are very short. They're very tiring. So, again, we'll measure ourselves against him at Lumen here in a couple of weeks.